out there, and there's a
Yeah.
whole different world out there to explore. So it's
Yeah.
just super interesting. I'm super excited to see what the future holds, and maybe when we are these guys' ages, people will probably be living in space. Not just being
Yeah.
manned to the space station, but people will probably have colonies as well. So I'm just thinking, man, like when we are about 50 years old,
Yeah.
if things are moving so fast, 2024, SpaceX is looking at hitting Mars, right? Not the moon, but Mars. And yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just exploding at this rate. So
Yeah.
the money is there, the money is being put in, and all they need is the R&D, the testing and learning, and we will be going to Mars real soon.
And that's going to be so crazy. That's literally going to be so crazy. Potential possibility that people like human beings could be able to survive on Mars, meaning that if that is the case, now we'll have life on two different planets. And then on top of that, they're going to figure out a way to be able to travel from one planet to another. Like,
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
really, really happening, you know? It could happen.
Exactly.
I'm not really, really happening, but it could happen. And if it does, like not even just mankind, but life as we know it is reaching a completely different level. Literally a completely different level.
Yeah, yeah. And just like you said, it seemed to be weightless, and it seemed to be
Mm.
super fun. Obviously, the question you're going to ask Damien is, what was it like to have traveled, to space in a rocket with a billionaire, with Jeff Bezos?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and the last bit of that, Damien had said something. What had Damien really said about that?
What it was like being able to travel alongside him.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't think there was much he really did say about what it felt like to be able to travel alongside him. Um, Other than that, he was just said it was just like it was just really super
Yeah,
fun
he
to
had
just
said
travel
that.
alongside him.
Yeah,
He
he
was
had
down
said
to
that.
earth.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So,
Yeah.
we saw these guys, reacting. They look like children celebrating when they hit land, right? And when they got out of
Yeah.
the shuttle. You know, they've taken this. They were trying to get in a lot of people that had been involved in the whole space exploration, in the flight conversation,
Yeah.
um, to join them on this trip. But yeah, it's super cool because people are looking at a whole different conversation in the lines of progress, in the lines of where space travel is going to take us. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. So we'll be right back after a couple of videos again, and we'll be talking to you for the last talk segment. We'll be with you for another couple of minutes, but yeah, stay tuned as Kings and I will be breaking down how Facebook may integrate into VR as well. So these are interesting conversations you need to stay in touch with. Make sure you comment on this video, let us know what your thoughts are, get that midday buzz, and understand what is going on in the world, understand what is going on with technology, finance, business,
Indeed.
entrepreneurship. Kickstart a conversation with a client of yours, with your boss, with your colleagues, and with your partners. Just update them with what's going on, and catch up as well. So this is the
Yeah.
Buzz. You're with Kings and Tim. We are on 478-52-473-473 if you want to call us up. You can also comment on this video or download our app. You're tuned in on to Relax Radio. Good afternoon. You're with Tim and Kings. That's right. You're with Kings and Tim. We're on the last talk segment of the show for the day. But yeah, make sure you join in tomorrow if you want to catch up on anything business, tech, entrepreneurship. We keep it real, we keep it relevant, and anything that you need to keep yourself updated as well. So coming into the last talk segment of the day, we've got Facebook, and we're talking about how Facebook will be integrating Oculus with Apple Health as well. It's a whole combo there, right? Now we were talking yesterday about how Snapchat has purchased Vertebrae to improve their AR, growth, but now we are at a phase where Facebook is integrating with Oculus and also with Apple
Yeah,
Health.
there's
So
a lot
yeah,
of
I mean
agreements going on there, isn't there?
it's a lot of competition. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking, Facebook is one that you have the combination of WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook that started copying the Snapchat stories, right?
yeah,
But Facebook is trying to drive Snapchat out of the market, but
yeah,
Snapchat is improving on that AR technology. And
indeed.
Facebook is investing as much or even more into AR. So it's a matter of when, it's a matter of who will actually dominate. So we've got Apple, Facebook, Snapchat, and I'm 100% sure Google will eventually get into this as well, into this
Yeah,
battle for AR dominance in terms of whatever the market share will be. If it's the Google will definitely come out with a glass or pair of glasses. Apple is definitely going to come out with their own glasses. Snapchat is already designing these, and also Facebook is coming out with Oculus. So it's super interesting. I'm just looking at these probably will be the next PS or the next Xbox, right?
yeah,
Yes, because
yeah,
if they just integrate the whole PlayStation, if they just integrate PlayStation into all these softwares, it's just a matter of booming from there, because just can't say where it's gonna go. So coming into the whole conversation, we're looking at a whole now talking about Facebook's earnings, Facebook's growth. They are looking at integrating Oculus Move data with Apple Health users, allowing to
yeah,
track and transfer their VR fitness sessions to their Apple devices. Now,
yeah,
this would allow Quest users to sync or transfer fitness data captured by Oculus, and also move it onto iPhones, their tabs, their Macs as well, but
yeah,
indicating that Facebook is considering a potential test for Apple's health integration internally. You never know if Facebook will come out with their own product as well to compete with Apple at the end of the day.
yeah. Very
So
true, very true. Yeah.
yeah, what's your take on that? Do you think Facebook could go down that road and turn away from this whole hopeful agreement?
Um. Well, the way I see is, if this is indeed a way to be able to drive Snapchat off of the market, because Facebook wasn't capable of being able to get Snapchat to join them,
Yeah, yeah,
then I wouldn't say that they would turn away from this agreement. I feel as though them working with Oculus and
yeah,
Oculus virtual reality, and we know that Oculus virtual reality has pretty much only recently come onto the set as a new company. They haven't
yeah.
been around for a very long time. I could probably say maybe 5 years or so, 5 years or so.
Correct.
So they're still relatively new. They're still relatively fresh. Whereas in comparison to Facebook, they've been around for, let's say, maybe over 15, 20 years. So they've been here for a while.
Yeah,
There's also Apple, who has been here for 45 years. So, as you can see, these are two very big companies, along with Oculus, which is also fresh onto the scene and pretty much up and coming, seeing as virtual reality is something that is something very popular. Is something
yeah,
that's pretty much getting to the point of achieving that high status for popularity, and as well as we're coming into a new technological era, virtual reality along with Oculus is only just going to continue increasing. So all three of these people working together saying, yes, I want to work with you so then we can get this and we all work together. That kind of almost makes a power team, if you get what I
It
mean.
definitely would.
Yeah.
That's like saying Apple and Samsung working together, right?
Oh my
It's
goodness.
I don't know. I know
uh,
Samsung develops the Apple glasses up to a certain Apple screens up to a certain extent, but
yeah.
yeah, like when you're talking about the whole collaboration, maybe they will outsource certain technology developments to each other, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna end up competing with each other because it's Facebook, it's Apple. They have this thing where I mean, if I was there, I would think, why do I need to work with these guys when I can do it on my own? That's probably the mentality
True.
that they need to have, and do everything in house, keep your profits higher.
Yeah.
Investment initially might be higher, but at the end of the day, if you're getting market share, if you're providing the better solution, it's
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
matter of
Yeah.
competing from there. So
Yeah.
yeah, looks yeah, we're looking to we'll only see in time. So yeah, with that being
Mm.
said, I think it's about the time we need to we need to head out of the show. But yeah, we will be
Ah.
here tomorrow, won't we?
Yes, we will. We will be here tomorrow. But sadly, folks, apparently we have come to the end of the show. And just as I was about to go into some more Oculus virtual reality and tell so much more, I was even prepared to go into a bit of information about augmented reality and tell you about my Spotify playlist that I could just swipe from top to bottom.
Yeah, I mean that's super
Uh,
cool, right? Because when you're talking about the whole Spotify thing alone, like
mm,
all you need is just like you have your widget on your phone all over the
yep.
phone right now. There's limited
Yep.
space there.
Yeah.
But just imagine with VR, it's just a matter of moving things around wherever in your room or your house, and it's with you wherever you go. So,
Yeah.
let's say, for example, you have a whole map around you and you're wearing the glasses. Let's say for
Yeah.
entertainment, all you need to do is click a certain or look at a certain button for, particular amount of time. And
Yeah.
then everything opens. If it's social media, if it is,
Yeah.
and social media is, so many apps, right? And then it
Mm,
comes to, your PlayStation, your Xbox, or, if it is, VR or AR gaming.
yeah.
Man, that's gonna be another trip there. And like, if I think things would be just simplified. Like my phone is very simplified. Like I put everything in one fold. If it's social media, separate one for content creation, separate one for communications. Let's say calls, Zoom, Google Meets, Microsoft meetings,
Yeah.
Skype, all that stuff, right? So what I would do is I'd have one for communication, another one for entertainment, then another one for
Mm,
learning, and then another one for probably research or things like that. And then if you click on one, you have the whole thing opening up, and like you said, the Spotify thing, it'd be super cool.
yeah.
So, what
Exactly.
I mean, how would you? Are you with the person that organizes it like that, or is it all over the place?
Do you know what? Okay. I'm all over the place. I'll be honest, I'm all
All
over
right,
the
all right.
place. But because of the fact that I'm currently learning to use my new phone, I'm trying to put things in specific places so I don't have everything scattered everywhere. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm trying to be more organized.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
nonetheless, I feel like, especially with augmented reality, the one thing I would really, really love to try out. I don't know if you've tried this before, but you see, like Google Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see Google Earth through a pair of goggles. So then it's like you have the whole planet, and then you could just tap here, and you could zoom in to see your
Oh my
country,
gosh,
and then
that'd be amazing.
yeah, like I feel like that. Oh, that would be so incredible. I mean, yeah, sure, I can't go into space, but if I could see Google Earth through a pair of augmented reality goggles or virtual reality goggles, oh my goodness, like the detail to be put into that, and just I could just sit there and spin the Earth like that, spin it this way, spin it this way, or zoom in however I like. Oh, that would be absolutely beautiful. Honestly,
That's
I'll be.
so true. And like we're looking at a whole integration with different apps or solution providers along with different companies because
Yeah.
because we're talking about how um, when it comes to the whole concept around development, or test Netflix working with the different uh, the Netflix working with Spotify or Shopify or things like that. It's super immersive, because I know for a fact that Netflix is integrating gaming into their platform. So imagine
Yes.
having simply just Netflix and your gaming on this VR thing. Like, I saw this video of this dude flying a plane in GTA, right? And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
basically, did I send it to you? Did you have a look at it?
I
So
don't think you sent it to me, no.
yeah, yeah, I'll make sure you have a look at it today. But the guy basically looks around. You can see the whole landscape of the city. The mountains wherever you
That's
go.
crazy.
It's
That is
crazy.
crazy.
It's crazy, man. Yeah.
Oh
So
my gosh.
it's a whole different experience. I'm just so excited for it to see where it goes. But yeah,
Oh, I'd love to see how this goes. I'd love to see how it plays out. Honestly, I really would. Oh, it would be
yeah,
so beautiful.
yeah.
But
But
nonetheless,
yeah, with that being said, we'll come back into the buzz tomorrow. Make sure you're tuned in for the daily update, daily dose of anything business, tech, entrepreneurship with Kings and Tim. This is Kings and Tim again signing out for the afternoon. We hope you have a good day.
indeed
Thanks for
we
tuning
do.
in. Make sure you share this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook so you don't miss a beat. You get the Facebook notification when we are live. And yeah, call us up anytime. It's 07852 This is Relax Radio. We are always beyond frequencies, making sure you get the best of news, entertainment, and updates in terms of what you need. This
And a
is
little boost
King.
to your day too.
Exactly, exactly. Make sure you download our app. It's free and it's live right now. It's on the App Store or Google Play as well. So make sure you download the app. Make sure we're with you wherever you go. Good afternoon, UK.
Good afternoon.